Hello. Good day. Namaste. Oh my goodness. It has been a while since I've been able to hang out with you and talk. Well, I've talked to Spirit a lot, but I haven't been able to like share things with you. Haven't been able to do a video. So here I am. I'm excited to hang out and give you a message that the guides and angels wanted to give you today. I'm a busy, busy girl. It's the busy season at Milo Farm, and for all of us, right? I was reading a book last night that was talking about accelerated energies and how we are all it just feels like time is going so fast right now, and it is. And these accelerated energies that are happening are supposed to help us move through things, have things move up through us that need to be moved up through us. So it can get uncomfortable for a while. And the guides and angels really want to help us manage that. And that kind of ties to the word that they gave me today. And the word they gave me today is crisis. So because of the accelerated energies and because of other things that are going on in our life and that may be going on in the earth, for instance, I'm a little stopped up right now because it's so hot. It's going to be like 100 degrees today, and the air quality is awful. So the air quality when it gets really hot like this and there's not much of a breeze isn't good for us. So there's a little bit of a crisis there. And that's a good segue to what they're talking about with crisis. We can have little crises every day. We do. Most of us as humans. I mean, that's what we signed up for. And then we have big crises that happen in the world. And their message that they gave me when they gave me that word was about how to manage crisis with compassion and to put those two together. That whenever you think of crisis, think of compassion. So, and this is also for yourself. So no matter what you're going through, even if you're like, oh, that's just something I can deal with that. It's not a crisis. Well, if it's something that makes you uncomfortable, give yourself compassion for it. Even if it's something you're not happy that you did something a certain way, you weren't patient in the grocery line or whatever, you reacted a certain way. Give yourself that compassion. So think of those two things together: crises and compassion, and especially on a big scale, right? So when there's like the earthquakes and things like that that are happening around the world, and the wars and things like that. So the constant feeling and sending of compassion, that's easy. It's just feeling into that place of love and sending it energetically to yourself, sending it energetically to your friends, sending it energetically across the world to those who need it. Crisis and compassion, C and C together. So they actually want me to pull a card from each deck. I have my Milo Farm deck. So what I usually do is they give me a message and then they have me pull a card and I expand upon the message a little bit. So this is the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, and I've used this for years since college. Not this specific deck. This is like the 5th version of that deck I've had, but it's the one that speaks to me the most. Anymore, I don't need these tools. These are just tools to hear the messages from our guides in spirit. A lot of times they just come through in my ear, and when I go like this, that means I'm hearing them. I can, it's expanded so much where I can just walk up to somebody, and if they need a reading and ask for one, no tools are needed. So I really appreciate that, that Spirit has given me that clear message. So, crisis. All right, I'm gonna shuffle the Milo Farm cards. I'm feeling this one, but it's almost like, okay. They said there's one on top, and they wanted me to turn it upside down. Oh, it's settling. So the message is unsettling. Oh, that's funny that they did that. Like, usually I always turn my cards. So some people, when they read tarot cards or oracle cards, the upside down card will have a different meaning than the right side up. Usually the opposite, right? So, and I don't read them like that. I never read my cards like that. But this time, I'm listening. I always listen because they give me such good guidance. So they said, turn this one. It showed up upside down. It needs to be read upside down. Ooh, okay. So the card is settling. So the upside down message meaning is unsettling. A crisis is unsettling. So they're comparing that to the numerology number on the card is 4. And 4 is stability. So what they're saying is in an unsettling situation to find the stability in your heart. And that's where it comes to compassion. But also in action, find stability. It always goes back to stability. And like you're using your body and your angels and guides to find this center stable place. And I keep going to my heart because right now that's what I feel is stable. My heart and my spine. So that is the stable. So when being unsettled, send compassion and go to your stable place in your body to kind of clear yourself so you're ready to help yourself and to help others. That's really cool. Love that. Thank you guys and angels. And also, they picked the one on the bottom. The Milo card deck, they picked the one on the top, and the tarot deck, they picked the one on the bottom. Okay, so this is the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords. Wow. So this is not a very pretty sight. It looks like, it kind of reminds me of defeat on the battleground. Walking away in defeat. Swords on the ground. The despair, the crying. What they're saying with this is the power of prayer. So when we find compassion, and the other thing we can do, so if we think about those that are in the countries that are under siege and at war, and there's strife and hunger and all of those things, we can send them compassion, but pray. So they're saying to me that prayer is the next step in compassion. So it's, they were saying compassion in action. Oh, I like that. Prayer is compassion in action. Thank you. And even for yourself, they said. So, give yourself grace and pray for yourself. Pray for the compassion action. Heal me. Will you help guides and angels and the power that be? Love thee. Help heal thee. Whatever works for you, whatever words work for you, the intention is there. That brings the intention of the compassion out. So compassion, prayer is compassion in action, and balancing crisis with prayer. All right, so that's it. That's the message I have today. Stay tuned. I don't know when I'll be able to do another video, but I'm sure it'll be pretty soon. I just want to say I love you and thank you for everything. And we will see you next time. Namaste.